Welcome back to our session. So today we will be learning about the other part of number system, and before going into it, let us discuss about the question that was asked in our previous session of number system. The question was asked as, is 0 a rational number? And the solution for it will be discussed in this session, and the solution is yes, 0 is a rational number. Now according to rational number, it says that it can be represented in the form of p by q, where q, the denominator, must not be equal to 0, but they have not mentioned that p must not be equal to 0. So therefore, I'll write 0 in the numerator form and put all the natural numbers in the denominator form. So hence 0 can be written as 0 by 2, 0 by 3, 0 by 4 and 0 by 5. Now we will be learning more about number system. We have already got the answer for the question which was asked in the previous session. So let us move on to learn about the other half of number system. So now let us learn about how to convert a pure recurring decimal to the form of p by q. Now to learn this topic, we need to follow some basic steps to understand and to solve the problems regarding to this topic. So now let us move on. Now let us look on to the first example here, that is 1 by 1.444 dot dot. Here as we all know that after the decimal point, that is the next number, we have dot, which indicates that the number 4 goes on repeating. So we call such decimals as non-terminating decimals, repeating decimals or recurring decimals. Now in such type of decimals, if it is asked to convert it into a fractional form, the first and foremost thing what we have to observe is that after the decimal point, how many different numbers are repeated. If one number is repeated, like for suppose we have 4, that is the only number repeating to infinity times, then we take the place value of 4 to be as 10. And look at the second example here, 1.2929. Here we have two different numbers, that is 2 and 9, that is repeating infinitely. So I'll take the place value of 2 and 9 to be as 100. So here look at similar way, look at the third example, 1.234234 dot dot, which also indicates that 234, the number goes on repeating. So here there are three different numbers which are repeating, that is 2, 3 and 4. So since there are three different numbers are repeating, I'll take the place value of these three numbers as 1000. Similar way, after the decimal point, if there are four different numbers repeating, the place value will be 10,000. After the decimal point, if there are five different numbers repeating, the place value will be as 1 lakh. Similar way, the pattern goes on. So this is the first point which you have to observe when we are converting a decimal into a fractional form. Now the second point is that, look at the first example, 1.444. Here the same number 4 is repeating. So instead of putting dot dot after many numbers, like for suppose 4 is repeating 3 times. So here after 3 numbers we are putting dot dot. So instead of that, in short, to represent that the number 4 goes on repeating after decimal point, we can write 1.4 bar and put a small line on top of 4 which is repeating, which represents that this number 4 is going on repeating to infinity, which also says that it is a repeating number. So we can tell it as 1.4 bar. Similarly, look at the second example. We have 1.2929 dot dot, which indicates that the two numbers, that is 2 and 9, are repeating. So in order to indicate that they are repeating, we put a bar on top of the numbers which are repeating. So I read the number as 1.29 bar, which you can look at the left side. And the third example is 1.23434. Here 2, 3 and 4 are the numbers which are repeating. So I'll write it as 1.234. Whichever number is repeating. On top of that, I'll put a dash, nothing but a bar. So these 2 points must be observed while converting a decimal into a fractional form. Now let us go on to the problems. Moving on to the conversions, we have the first question as convert 0.333 dot dot equals 0.3 bar to p by q form. Now if we analyze this question, we have two values. The first is 0.33 and the other we have 0.3 bar. Now if we have to convert these two values to p by q form, we must assume it in a variable form. So if I assume 0.33 dot dot as x and 0.3 bar as 10x, my solution in the numerical statement will be let 0.333 dot dot be x and let 0.3 bar be 10x. The next step for simple further simplification is to cross multiply these numbers. Now, if I multiply, if I cross multiply, I must always first multiply the bigger value. Here, the bigger value given to us is 0.333 dot dot multiplied by 10x. Now, while I'm multiplying these values, I must not include any variable in it. So, I'll remove x from 10x and my answer will be 10 multiplied by 0.33, which equals to 3.33. So this decimal, that is 3.33, equals 10x. Now I have a pair of algebraic expressions and a pair of decimal, or we can also call it as a numerical expressions. If I group them together, I get 10x minus x equals 3.333 minus by 0.33. Now if I do the further simplification of these two groups, I get 10x minus x as 9x equals 3.33 minus 0.33. Now if we observe this in these decimals, next to the decimal point we have the same number which gets repeated, that is 3. Now if I cancel 3 in all the sides, I get only 3 minused by 0, which is remained. So if I find out the difference of these two numbers, I get the difference as 3. So here my final equation will be 9x equals 3, where if I convert it into its simplest form, I'll bring my x down and 3 will come to the left hand side and 9 will go to the right hand side, where x equals 3 divided by 9, and its simplest form can be expressed as 1 divided by 3, which is also the value for 0.33 or 0.3 bar. Now this is one way of converting the decimals to p by q form. Let us see another type of conversions. Now if you analyze this question given to us, that is convert 1.2727 dot dot, which is nothing but equal to 1.27 bar to p by q form, we have two values that are found. The first one is 1.2727 dot dot, and the other we have 1.27 bar. Now in these two values, let me take the first one, that is 1.2727 as x and 1.27 bar as 100x. This time why do I take it as 100? Because in this decimal number, next to the decimal point, I have two numbers which gets repeated. So if I take the place value of two numbers, I get it as 100x. Now if I form them in my numerical statement, my solution will be x equals 1.2727 dot dot, whereas 100x equals 1.27 bar. And now if I simplify these two values, first I must always simplify the bigger value. So I'll simplify 1.2727 dot dot multiplied by 100x. Now while I am multiplying these values, I will not take into consideration of the variable x. Instead, I'll multiply 100 multiplied by 1.2727, where my answer will be 127.27. So the value for 100x here will be 127.27. So here also once again I got one pair of each algebraic expressions and decimal expression. So if I group them, I get 100x minus x equals 127.27 minus by 2727. The further simplification of these groupings will be 100x minus x gives us 99x as a difference, and 127.27 minus by 1.2727 gives us 126. How 126? In this decimal value, after the decimal point we have 272727 which gets repeated. Since they are like numbers, we can just cancel it off. And the remaining number given to us is 127 minus x, where the difference is 126. Now we have got here a new equation, that is 99x equals 126. So again if I bring down the x and send 126 to the right hand side, and means send 126 to the left hand side and send 99 to right hand side, my equation will be x equals 126 divided by 99. If I convert it into its simplest form, I get as 14 divided by 12. This value, that is 14 divided by 12, is also the value for 1.2727 dot dot nothing but 1.27. Now, since we have learned how to convert any place value to its p by q form, like we have learned to convert 10x if there is one number which gets repeated after the decimal point, we know how to convert it to p by q form. If there are two numbers which gets repeated after the decimal point, we know how to convert it to p by q form. Now, if you look at this question, express 0.99999 in the form of p by q. This question is for you guys, where you have to express this decimal, nothing but this irrational number, in the form of rational number, nothing but in the form of p by q. Now let us end this session till here for today, and we'll come up with some more new and interesting facts in the next session. Hope you like this video. Please like our video, subscribe our channel and share. We keep you updated always. Please support us. If you have any doubts regarding to any subjects, please comment it in the comment box. Thank you. We'll see together in the next session.